If I could describe my life before finding the center, the two words I would use would be lost and dark. My life was kind of scary, lonely, and it seemed like in that moment, everything was just black. My mother, she was kind of a workaholic. She had been married 2-3 times and divorced, and half of my life she was a single mother. And so I kind of learned how to, fend for myself. And she had a job opportunity that moved her from different states. So we moved around a lot. I was about 17, 18. I had already graduated high school and was trying to figure out what next in my life. So I stopped following her around and stayed back in Chicago on my own at 17. I met my now fiance. We were 18. It was about a year into our relationship that we found out we were pregnant and gonna have our first child. We didn't have a place to live. We struggled with keeping jobs. After she was born, we decided that it was too hard for us to try and do it on our own, so we ended up packing up and moving, and we went and lived with my mom for a while. We kind of just kept going up and down into this hole and digging ourselves deeper until one day that financial burden just broke us and we caved. And it was at that point that we realized that we were pregnant with our second child. I didn't know that I could go through with the pregnancy and have a second child. And I didn't know if I wanted to. Looking at my oldest and seeing that she was the only light in my life at that time, I knew that something someday would change and that I could do this. We had our second child, and we were actually homeless when we had her. There were times where we slept in the car with our eldest, and we would pay different hotels just to have a place over our head for the night. We just knew that something was eventually going to have to change. I remember driving, and I would see the pregnancy center sign, and for some reason, something just kept telling me that I needed to call them. I felt like, okay, well, anybody, somebody, there's got to be someone out there that I feel like I can just come and talk to, and they just would hear me and hear, our struggles and somehow guide us into a way that we couldn't see. We set up an appointment for me to come in to the center. I went in, and my real journey began, I think, as soon as I walked in those doors. It was like a peaceful kind of calm in the storm that I could kind of just stop for the moment and take a look at my life and figure out how things were going to change. They were able to show me that there is still hope. Being able to have this weight lifted off of me because there's no judgment, there's no fears coming in those doors, there's no expectations. It's walls down, guards down. You walk in and you can just be yourself, and that's what has helped me grow, is being able to come in and just be me. It was more than just financial help, with even just the diapers and the clothes and, financially knowing I was struggling to take care of my kids. But it's like a family. It is another family. And, my kids come and they faithfully came with me, and they love going there because to them it's a safe place. And for me, it is a safe place. Being able to provide for my kids and become a better mother has changed me as a person. My kids have been the greatest joy, and I don't even know if they'd still be in my life today if I never found the center and figured out how to support both of them. Years later, I'm finding myself still reaching out to them, and their support has been the foundation of helping build the life that I have now. When I need something, I feel like, I could call and I can go there, and I leave feeling lighter, feeling just better about myself. It's like this confidence that helps me know I can keep going, like there's more. And it's been amazing knowing everyone there. Everyone. They're all great.